Hey guys, it's Kuzomari here, back with another video. Give me a second. Alright, in this live stream, as the title says, it's going to be some deadline inking, so I'm not going to be talking a whole lot, but I want to answer some questions in this stream when the time is right. But yeah, it's going to be deadline inking. If you're wondering why I'm using the Cintiq instead of my iPad, it's because I decided to switch between the two on and off, just testing some things out. And when the intense inking came, I was already on my Cintiq, so I just kept going on it. But yeah, I've been inking for about, I have to say about, I don't know, 12 hours today already. today, you pretty much get to see what it looks like when I'm inking on a deadline. I'll look at the comments here in a second. How is everyone? And if you're not a subscriber and you're watching this stream, subscribe. No. The speed of my deadline inking. Let's see if I can finish a page during this stream time. Probably not, because I'm only going to be doing the stream for maybe an hour, maybe under an hour. Not quite sure yet. Yesterday, I had already inked about 16 hours. Sorry if you hear some noises. I have the window open. Even though it's cold outside, the cold air keeps my head fresh. My mind fresh. My head fresh. Keeps my mind fresh. In the stuffy old room. What the heck are these people doing out there? Let me know if you guys can hear that music. I have a little bit of music playing in the background. It's just it's free music from YouTube that you can download from their YouTube library. Got it specifically for you guys for streaming when I do stream, which has been a lot lately. By the way, if you want to see any other updates of mine for any new subscribers that come in, since this is going to be re-uploaded, you guys can check me out on any of my social media in the description below. Everything will be down there. This manga is published with Noir Caesar. Everything you need to know about them is in the description below. This manga is called Ordinal Tempest. And the debut is Thursday. Its official release is on Thursday. Not gonna want to miss it. Trust me. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be better. How much time has gone by? 14 minutes? 14 minutes on one panel. Doubt I'm going to be finishing this in the stream. after I ink some of this guy, then I'll look at the comments. Too late for you people to be outside. Go home. What's wrong with you people? I don't know if you guys can hear the people outside. I'm not talking about you in the stream. For all I know, when this is re-uploaded, someone's going to be watching it at like 2 in the morning and they hear me say that. They're like, well, geez, come on, man. Just trying to watch something. And just in case you're wondering, since I've been inking with it, I hardly ever ink with my Cintiq. I pretty much only use my iPad, or just for art in general. And there is one thing I noticed since I've been drawing with my iPad for a long time now, and pretty much not even touching my Cintiq. I noticed that I can say for certain. This is a Cintiq 13 HD, as the title says, and the pressure sensitivity on the Apple Pencil is indeed better than this one, than this specific tablet's pressure sensitivity for this pen, for sure. Not that this is bad in any way. This is actually really good, you know, but the Apple Pencil does have better pressure sensitivity. Oh my goodness. I kind of have to go to the bathroom. I'll hold it in for now. I don't want to do a BRB right now. Be right back. Oh, excuse me. Good enough for that. What is this? Oh. Alright, I already finished him, and I said I was going to look at the comments. Let me look at these real quick. If I don't answer everything that everyone says, sorry, I'm just trying to get the inking going. If you did ask an important question, you can always leave it in the comments section below if you really wanted to know something after this is re-uploaded. But I am definitely going to try to skim through these. Hello, everyone. Everyone normal. The usuals. Blanc Noir. Mr. D. I remember calling you D. I'm just going to call you Mr. D, okay? Well, Haru? It looks like it's... Oh, when you say it looks like it's a bit more laggy, are you talking about the oh, snaps, the pen? Because if you are, it is a tad bit more laggy. And don't worry if you're thinking about getting the Cintiq and you have a computer and you're sold on getting a Cintiq and not an iPad, you do not have to worry about lag. If you see this, see that how it's doing that and it's all going in the center. I have a stabilization on right now, and if I turn that all the way down, it's great. So don't worry. I'm really picky and I've been like inking like crazy on this today. So what's your favorite part to do? What's your favorite part? My favorite part in art, within art piece, I have no idea. It would have to be between the creation process of like designing something or inking it. Because inking, if you design it well, you have something well designed, the design goes well. Inking is just like bringing that baby to life, you know? And it's pretty much, yeah, that's that. That's one really cool thing about it. So inking is bringing it to life after you already got the design all nice and good. But if you're like flowing really well and you're just like pumping out designs and really cool characters, the creation process might be the best. So all in all, my favorite part of art is when you're done. And Not saying like, duh, finally it's done, but more so the reward of everything that you did. That's what I look for in art. Like afterwards you're like, wow, you know, I actually did okay. You know, this isn't too bad, you know? Well, sorry if my nose or my face gets in the way. My eyes are pretty darn bad, and I always try to get up close to this. All right. I'm just going to something else. I'll go back to it. Look at some more comments here in a second. Kind of just whispered that. I'll look at some more comments here in a second. Sound kind of creepy. I'll look at some more comments here in a second. Just want to make sure I'm actually getting work done. Because today, I have to, or else I die. Pretty much the life of deadlines. Man, seriously, what are people doing out there? Oh, what the? Oh, well, that's behind him, so it's not gonna matter. Sorry, I whispered to myself just to get ideas out. I'm also very tired. God, it sounds like someone's being murdered outside. Seriously, like. With these kids here. They can have an imagination, but play around. Dang. Like. You hear that stuff? Alright, well, look at some. I make your drawings look like trash. You need to practice more. Hey, seriously, practice is how it happens. No joke, man. And I'm going to be doing, tutorial series, live streams. I'm going to be setting them up to be kind of like, I'm going to set them up to be like videos. Like as if I created a YouTube video, because these re-upload after I'm done. And that's how I plan to do my tutorial series. Like when I go on, I'm going to treat it like a YouTube video as if I was recording, but the only difference is it's live. You guys can be there. I can answer some questions. That'll also be better for the audience, because even after the fact of, because uh, I'm answering some questions I may not have answered otherwise, or something you would have ended up putting in the comment section and I would have had to answer through text. So I wanted to be more interactive, and I may not answer a whole lot of questions during those live streams, but I want it to be interactive and I want them to be a little longer. So it's going to be kind of like a class, but it's not. Yeah. Because I'm not going to get into that thing where you try to sum up everything in a nice put together commercial-ish YouTube video that they pretty much just show you how to do something. You're not seeing it in real time. You might. Some places do it really well. But I don't know. I'm not going for the commercial look. If I want to teach you guys something, I'm going to teach you it how I think it's right and the way I do it. So, and I think the best way to do that is through a live stream. It'll just be re-uploaded. I'll try to keep them to maximum, like, I'll have things pre-planned, so maximum, like, maximum 40 minutes, but I guarantee I'm going to try to make sure they're more so along the lines of 25 or 20 minutes. Because I'm going to, instead of what one of my big problems was, so many things with getting better at drawing connect to each other. So it's like, do this to get better at drawing. But if you don't do this with this in mind, while knowing this, then it won't go right. And then you'll be like, but see, if you don't think about this while you're doing that, this is why you're going to get this result and it's going to be bad. So there's so much, and then you have to explain some things, and it gets to be really long. So it's all going to come full circle. The whole series is going to come full circle. And I've figured out kind of where to start the introduction video, and then I'm going to go from there. Some of this music's really weird. I just downloaded a bunch of free music that I liked the beginning of, or I thought was okay, from that YouTube library. So if there's any weird music playing and I'm not noticing because I'm just so focused on this, that is why. Seriously, there's so much noise going on tonight. Dogs barking, the sound of kids yelling. On other news, YouTube keeps demonetizing my videos after they get the max amount of views that they normally get for my streams, at least, and then they'll remonetize it. So they're essentially screwing me over. Not like I haven't actually gotten one paycheck yet. I know how much I have from YouTube, but I haven't hit the pay. Like, I'm having it stay in there like a savings. I don't have that much, honestly. Like, I really don't. My channel's not big, so I'm just gonna let it sit in there. I'm gonna do videos after video, and I'm just gonna have fun with you guys and do what I love, draw. And you know, one day I'm gonna look in there and be like, oh yeah, I forgot I'm monetizing my videos, and there's gonna be money. And I'll be like, ooh, and I'll probably end up buying something that I will review on the channel. That's literally what I'm gonna do. Because unless I can get someone to send me something, because not someone like you guys, but like I know Huey on sends like tablets for review, and I wanna do a Huey on tablet review because I'm very picky. I've had this cheap. It's actually not that cheap, but one of the cheapest Cintiqs you can get and comparing it to something that's relatively the same price that's way bigger from Huion, I feel like that would be really interesting. There's a lot of reviews out there, but I'm gonna tell you straight, like completely straight, how I feel. Even if let's say they did sponsor me, I don't care. I would tell you guys straight, because I ain't gonna sell something that's crap. Like, I would be pissed if I got something that was, such a high price, and you're looking to have it last you a long time. Like, I wouldn't do some crap like that. To you guys, say you guys a bad product. Let's get this eyebrow up higher, actually. I've been working on her way too long. Way too long. Alright, I just need to start hitting it hard. Oh. I need to look at some more comments here in a second. But then I'm going to have to stop talking for a little bit here. Oh, it's already at 40 minutes. Look at that. I guess I'll let it go a little longer, since I've actually been doing a good amount of work here. Actually. I deleted that middle panel, or I turned it off because I was going to do something, but I'll leave it like this then. Man, my hand is going freaking crazy today, guys. Like I told you, I've been inking. I've been inking since 6 in the morning. Like, straight up. I think I started inking about 6. I would have to say about 6:20. I started inking at 6:20, and I ate once today, and and sorry, I'm just focusing on how to do this. Well, I ate once today. and I had a short meeting while I actually inked during that meeting, about some tax return stuff with the writer, one of the writers of this series, and had a meeting with him and Drew while we talked or inked, and then I got off the meeting and still inked after that. Inked until about 4, then 8. There, to hold me over, I did have a muffin I was chomping on with my coffee next to me while I was inking, because when I don't have to zoom in and out, I'll just start chomping on it. I do not recommend to do this near your expensive devices, but I had no choice, I swear. Okay, this music is so weird. Okay, how many of you are enjoying the music? I mean, it's better than nothing. I hate, like, silence, like, those silent streams were just horrid. That stuff was just, that was stupid. So basically, what I want to learn how to do is pretty much ink at the speed of a speed ink at a time lapse. Okay, that's impossible. But I want to learn how to draw and ink almost that fast. Obviously not that fast, because that's ridiculously fast. But I want to learn how to ink and draw really fast and accurate. That is my ultimate goal. Because in life, there's not a whole lot of time. And there's a point where you start feeling a stress, like, I'm published, right? And if both of these series go well that I'm with, one of the series that I have is actually #1 in the company, so that one's doing great. I am the artist for their #1 title, which, you know, it's a little boost for me. I'm like, yay! I'm happy about that. Obviously, who wouldn't? But I also have some pressure on me as well. But anyways, that's not what it's about. Basically, these titles are, if they stay good and they're popular, they could run for minimum year and a half. But they're most likely going to run to about 5 years a piece. Now, think about 5 years of your life. That's 5 years of your life. And then your next series, like, I have a lot of stories that I want to get out. And basically, you start realizing that you only have so much time in your life and so many things you'll be able to actually create. You want to learn how to draw faster so you can get it all out. Anyways, let me look at some of the stuff here. What up, by the way? These are some of the comments from the beginning. So, hello, everybody. Well, how long have you had this, Mr. iPad Pro? Oh no, you have caught me, Ninja Raiden. No. I have not used this for that long. I've had this actually for a while, but I actually got this after the iPad Pro, thinking it was going to be, you know, like, oh, this is going to be so great, right? No, no, no. The iPad Pro ended up being my favorite, and I hardly use this at all. Like, at all. I used it for an illustration. I use it for illustrations a lot, like ones for the company, because they need a really, really high resolution. Ones that even the iPad Pro can't really handle, because they're going to be printing it for like cons and stuff like that. So I need to make sure all my content is at a high resolution, just in case they need to do prints. You can do that on the iPad Pro, but some of them might be printed into, you know, something that would go on something bigger than, I don't know. I just need to make sure it's, I already talked about the issue that where it lags if there's a really big file and you start coloring on it and you have like 60 layers, which I can get up to when I'm doing a full colored illustration. And yeah, I use this for illustrations a lot, but for a company, if it's a illustration for myself, I'll use the iPad, and I will most likely use Procreate for that, just because I'm really used to painting on Procreate. Like, basically, I have brushes on there that I'm already used to. That's one reason why I'm sticking to that until I get brushes I like on my Clip Studio. I just haven't had the time to really paint on Clip Studio. Even though my most recent illustration for this series was done all in Clip Studio. It was done between the iPad Pro and the Cintiq. I inked with the Cintiq and colored with the iPad Pro. And I just didn't have efficient enough brushes for me to, like, I don't know, maybe I should try painting. Oh, I did actually start an illustration on my iPad, on Clip Studio a little while ago. Actually, I didn't even show you guys. I'm not a huge fan of comics, okay, but I enjoy them to a certain extent, especially the art of comics. I may not always agree with the style, like agree with it. What am I talking about? There's not agreeing with it. It's just I don't always fancy the style of comics, but they're still beautiful, and I can see the talent that goes into it. Style does not reflect talent, you know. But anyways, I was doing an illustration for my friend, and I was drawing Wolverine. And I'll show you that real quick, actually. Just for fun, you know? Real quick. I'm actually playing the music on my iPad Pro. Oh no, oh no. I don't want you to see that. That's actually another page that I'm working on here simultaneously while anytime I go away from my desk, I take my iPad Pro with me, like if I'm taking a dump. That's that's great to know, huh? I'm sure you guys really wanted to know that, right? But seriously, I take this into the bathroom with me, and I do work in the bathroom. I'm not even kidding. What? Oh, am I not pushing open? The fudge, man. Okay, okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm doing Wolverine. Actually, it looks kind of weird on the camera, but because the colors look all washed out. But yeah, I'm doing a Wolverine illustration for my friend. You guys are gonna be like, dude, why'd you tell us you go to the bathroom with your iPad Pro? No one's ever gonna want to touch my iPad Pro at a con if they watch this video. You feel like low key I'm working as a sponsor for Apple? No, 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 I'm not. Apple doesn't pay for sponsors like us because they're like people are gonna buy it anyways. I don't like Apple, but I don't like their mentality on their products. But so far they've been creating some pretty good products lately for artists at least. So I'm gonna look through these. I think HD. Do you have any tips when drawing manga? Yes, I do, but that'll be for manga tips video. The best thing I can say is, at least for starters, drawing manga is very hard, and doing it for a living is even harder. Um, you have to condition yourself to be ready to draw as much as a manga needs you to draw. You have to know how to draw backgrounds, a lot of them. You need to know anatomy pretty darn well, or else your manga is going to be very limited in its angles and its variety. And you also need to know how to draw at least different age of characters, men and women, to a certain extent. You could start with that. It's not fair how some people get more view than others when they don't draw very well. You know, honestly, that whole thing that you said right there, it's because they're smart about it. I told you I'm not here to make a huge presence on YouTube. That was never my intentions. But of course, everyone when they're making something like this, even when they say it in the most pure manner, they're like, "No, I never wanted this to be huge. I was just doing it because it's what I love." And I've said that. But everyone creates it with at least the intent to be like, if it explodes, it explodes. But I want to share my stuff with you guys. And if I wasn't sharing it on here, I would be sharing it on Deviant Art. What the hell's the difference, you know? But yeah, so that's basically it. If I stayed at 4,000, I would be like, okay, whatever. No, I wouldn't care. I mean, I do. I mean, it would kind of suck. I do want to get a little bigger. But I'm not doing this for the money. You're like, but you put monetization on. Yeah, might as well. Like, if you're doing this and you're getting views for it, you're telling me that, let's say you like to cook, and basically they're saying that every time you cook, if whatever, you can get paid a little bit for it. It's a little bit of spending money, and I'm going to be putting that spending money back into the channel anyways, because that's what I'm going to do. The heck, this thing's. Anyways, I went on a big rant, but I didn't even actually answer what that person was saying. Basically, they're smart about it, and they do the right tags. They do the right what's it called? They do the right video. They do the right tags. All of that. They do tutorial videos. They do fan arts. That type of stuff. Look at my channel. How many fan arts have I done? Not that many. How many actual quality tutorials have I done? Not that many. I just kind of do stuff and I put it up. That's the bottom line. I mean, I did for a while there. You know, I'd be like, "Thank you. Go to my Facebook page and all this stuff," and I'd be like, "Please subscribe." And you know, why not say that? I mean, I'm not here to just completely be like, "No, I don't even want to be popular." It's ridiculous. Who doesn't want to be at least a little popular on something that they're doing? Like, at least want it to be mildly successful. Basically, that's what I want to go for. At least mildly successful. If I become really big, sure, that's great. But I also don't know if I would want every person that, you know, has ever seen my videos and they really like me, if they're at a con, to come up to me for something, you know? You guys actually don't know my face. So, I mean, that's a plus. No, okay. But, just letting you know, if you've ever seen Hermit the Frog, that's roughly what I look like. No, I'm kidding. I don't look like that. People say, you look like a skater guy. I did used to skate, but it's all in my past. That was a fun thing in my teens. Shit. Wait. Okay. It's actually going to be going this way. Okay, I slowed down a lot, and I'm going overtime with this video. Because I'm already at 59 minutes. Great, guys. Look at that. You made me go over an hour. I promised myself this wasn't going to be... Why does streams do this to me? Alright, I think I'm going to go through the comments here, and I'm going to end it. I'm going to go through the comments and answer any questions and stuff like that, and I'm going to end it after that. Because I'm going to hustle on this to get this deadline going. Let's see. Hope another video... Oh, another video site becomes popular, so people have to go through stuff YouTube puts us through. You know, whatevs. The Article D16. I've heard that name before. I'm not getting stuff just to review it. Like, if I got a product, I mean, you know, if I had the money, I would do that, review products as an artist. But if I'm getting something, it's gonna be to use it. So for now, I wouldn't do that, because I don't know if the Article D16 is better than this or not, and I don't have a whole lot of money. Thank you, George. Oh, sorry, I didn't mention it. Jordan. Sorry, I was reading something else. Thank you, Jordan. Fast inking. Oh, Jordan already left. Well, maybe you'll hear this. Thank you, Jordan. Hey, what's up, Jeff? You might be gone too, but it's going good. What's the best way to learn anatomy and draw anatomy and bodies and perspectives? Sorry if that is a bunch of questions. Don't worry, I'll answer all of that in my... I am literally going to address all of that in my tutorials. So I'm going to save that. But I'm going to address all that stuff in my tutorials. I created a system that I used, and I haven't been implementing it in my everyday life. And when I do, though, when I have the time to, that's not even true. You always have the time. These past 3 days I haven't. I can guarantee you that. But like, I actually don't have time to be answering these questions right now, but I am, because I'm cool like that. No, I'm kidding. But these practices, you should have time for them. Everyone at least has an hour a day, but I will answer those questions, and the way to get better at drawing, and basically the tutorials should teach you everything you need to know about art, and it's all up to you in order to follow the steps. And if you do, it will make you a better artist. I promise you. There is no way it would not. But it's hard work. Everything's hard work. When you want something enough, you'll work hard for it. Okay. You sound almost exactly like this guy named J-Tails. Never heard of him. What cons are you planning on going? Yes, I am actually, the company's taking me to a con in the middle of this year. I think it's around July, I'm not sure. But yes, I am going to a con in California with Noir Caesar. And I'm going to be part of their panel because, I'm published with them and I am doing 2 series simultaneously for them. So, okay. Am I secretly J-Tails? I have no idea who that is, seriously. That's okay, there's a review by Brad on YouTube. Okay, it's worth watching if you want. Brad. Alright, well, I got to the bottom of that. And for those of you guys who stuck around to the end like this, thank you, and I hope you guys liked the video, and I will definitely see you on the next stream or in the next video. Once I get all this done, I'm going to make sure I keep up to date on everything that I'm doing so I can actually put out normal videos too. That's why I've been live streaming, because I want to keep active on here, but I don't actually have time for normal videos at this very second. But anyways, this is going to be published on Thursday. Be hustling today and tomorrow, and you guys hustle too. You guys will know I'll be working every freaking minute for sure. And see you guys next time.